small chunk of it. All right, so I parked at this part of the Rubio Canyon loop, whatever it is. Rubio Crest Drive is right there. Yeah, my plan is to go up to Inspiration Point, maybe come down and then come back this way. So it's a little less uphill, ideally. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so up here, you get kind of a nice view of one of the Rubio Canyon waterfalls. Maybe two of them. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's a group of canyoneers making their way down. So I'm gonna try to zoom. Right. Maybe you can see them and hear them. I don't know if they know I'm far away stalking them from above, but yeah, that looks like kind of a blast. So I hope they're having fun. Got to keep going up this way though. So yeah. All right, it's a view from Echo Mountain of Los Angeles, right? Very beautiful. All right, Castle Canyon. There's Inspiration Point, almost up. All right, up at Inspiration Point. Got all of these little locating devices. All right, I'm gonna take Idlehour Trail down to the Idlehour Canyon area in Eaton Wash. Yeah, this is that big junction where you got a lot of trails converging. So yeah, it'll be fun to go this way. I haven't gone this way in a little while. Okay, so I'm on Idlehour. I think it's almost noon. Sometime between 11 and noon. And yeah, a bunch of these droplets are still frozen. It's pretty crazy. I'm right before the pine forests in the shade. So yeah, it's just neat to see these all still being, frozen in little spherules. Yeah, I really like the pine forests of Idlehour. I don't go this way very often, but it does remind me of, I don't know, like the Tahoe area or Sierras a little bit, just, some of these sections. So it's nice. If you go further up Angel's Crest, you get that sort of feeling too, like near Waterman. But I think the road's been closed for a bit. Although I haven't driven up, so maybe it's not. All right, so I made it down to one of the first creek crossings when you're coming down from Inspiration Point on the Idlehour Trail. One of these days I'm gonna try to go up there. I've heard there might be some good stuff up there, but I don't think I'm gonna do that now, since I did start pretty late. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little snack here, something salty. I had a little food poisoning earlier this week actually, and I'm kind of still recovering. Wasn't sure if this was gonna be a good idea, but I'm taking it slow, and I feel fine, and so I think everything's good. But yeah, it's nice and peaceful trail. Very, very few people here compared to Castle Canyon and Inspiration Point. So I like Idlehour a lot. Yeah. So I'm just coming out of that canyon I was in. Yeah, the pines, all the trees between the mountains. Very beautiful here, especially with those clouds above. So Toyon berries are in season now, it would seem. They're kind of tarty, can sort of taste like apples sometimes. I wouldn't eat too many of them, although people do. People make pies. But yeah, I had food poisoning earlier this week, so I'm not gonna eat a lot of them. I'm gonna eat one. But yeah, because I'm still recovering kind of, but I'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna bite one in half and sort of show you the inside. Yeah, so a little sour, a little tarty. I've had better. But yeah, the inside, kind of like that. Sort of reminds me of like an apple / raspberry with a little bit of a bitter taste. But yeah, it's good stuff. And apparently you can make pies with these. I've never done it before, but it'd be fun to try. So yeah. Okay, this is a California bay leaf tree. This is one of the bay leaf fruits. You can roast the seeds. They sort of taste like coffee beans. But yeah, the fruits, I've heard they can taste almost like an avocado when they're ripe, but normally they're real bitter. So I'm gonna taste this one and maybe a few others, maybe if I find a few quickly, and let you know how they are. there it is. So it's supposed to sort of taste like an avocado. At least a little bit of it. I'm gonna let you know in a second though. Small chunk of it. Wow, okay. It's got the bay leaf flavor. Well, okay, there we go. It's a little stronger now. But it's not as harsh as it normally is. So that one was actually okay. I think usually they're sort of strong. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing now. But okay, now I'm feeling it. It's got that nice bay leaf taste, but it is strong. So yeah, I don't suggest eating these bay leaf fruits, nuts, whatever. You know, the nuts are fine. If you roast the nuts, dry them out, roast them, they're fine. Not great, but fine. They're not as bitter, you know, as the fruit is normally. So yeah, I guess I'll have to keep my eyes peeled and try to. I'm not sure if that's as good as they get or if they get better, but normally, yeah, I'm not going to eat the bay leaf fruits, but I figured I'd try it and it wasn't too bad, so I'm going to keep going though. We're a good ways past Idlehour Trail Camp, and you get remnants of this old structure here, right, and then even more what it looks like here of what was probably once some sort of cabin. So you can find stuff like this just if you keep your eyes peeled. It's not especially obvious, but I've been looking out for it. Yeah, and so also structures like this really look like they've been like mortared together by some sort of material. And just right over there, I set it down, but there's this little rock where you got like some cement. So even in these secluded parts of the San Gabriels, you know, at some point there was some infrastructure here. Well, would you look at that? This looks like something I could soak in. Pretty deep, sort of a waterfall, not really. But yeah, I was worried I'd have to take y'all to the spot I went to a few weeks ago or a month ago, whenever. But it looks like I found a different waterhole that's arguably better. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on your preference. Woohoo! Nice and chilly. Wow, all right. It's pretty deep. All right. It's good water here. Nice and chilly. I'm gonna remove my hat and soak a little bit. Sort of an awkward angle, hold the camera, but you can kind of see this waterfall behind me. It's not really a waterfall, but it's nice, you know. This is nice and soothing, very cool. The weather is not too hot right now, but the water is not, I mean, it's cold, but not icy, you know. Not like glacial water per se, which I can handle, but not for very long. But yeah, this is nice though. I'm gonna get going soon, maybe set my phone down, spend a few more minutes here, but yeah, this is a nice spot. All right, another nicely assembled structure, kind of in the Idlehour area. A little bit of metal here. Well, definitely in the Idlehour area. You can see this remaining foundation here. At one point it was quite spacious. Looks like there's some tents here. I did kick that up a little bit. It surprises me when people leave behind their tents. You know, I don't know why they do such things. But yeah, you know, this is one of the better structures I've found out here thus far. I actually continued a little further down the trail, and then I looked back. I was like, dang, I missed that whole thing, you know, so yeah, it's easy to overlook parts of this trail and whatnot, but yeah, it's some forgotten history of the Idlehour area, just as far as I can tell. It is quite overgrown here. These do have thorns on them, so you're aware. Yeah, very cool. I'm gonna actually start heading back down the trail now to the camp. All right, here's the spot that I went to a month or so ago. Don't exactly remember the date. But yeah, you got this nice waterfall here. Small waterfall, but I would argue a waterfall nonetheless. And a cool little cave, right? Goes further back than you think. So if I include this clip in my video, which I plan on doing, I'll include a little link to the video in the description. But yeah, very beautiful spot, and it means that I'm right near the trail camp. Yeah. Okay, here's Idlehour Trail Camp. No one here at the moment, but I did see the only two people I've seen on the trail so far, Idlehour Trail, were two backpackers who I think mentioned that they spent the night here, and that the trail was pretty well maintained too, which I can confirm. So yeah. All right, this kind of overlooks some of the trail we were just on. I'm making my way up the Idlehour Trail to the Mount Wilson Road, and it may be a little while. But yeah, there are a lot of nice views like this. I think this will be the only one I get this time, just because I want to get up there and then get down to Henninger Flats and down further. But yeah, good stuff. Saw one of these little pill bugs going around. Yeah, he's just kind of playing dead now, but yeah, cool little critters. Wow, yeah, so I don't normally come here this time of day, but it is kind of late. You can really see the sun reflecting against the ocean behind Los Angeles, right? Very beautiful up here. All right, Henninger Flats area. A lot of neat stuff here. I've never gone in that museum. It always seems to be closed, but I've seen videos of when it's open. At least while I'm here, it's closed. Yeah, it appears that this either was deconstructed, decommissioned to some extent, or something. But I was here pretty recently, I'd say, a month or two ago, and this wasn't looking quite the way it is now. So yeah, I'm gonna top my water off the spigot, I think, and then head down. All right, I'm about to jog down, but before I do, I thought I'd just show you all this view. The whole city of Los Angeles in front of us. Nice reflection of the sun against the ocean. And what looks like maybe some sort of fire over there. So yeah, I'm at the Henninger Flats sign. I'm gonna be going down to Eaton Canyon and then running back along the road to where I parked, Rubio Canyon. All right, this is the bridge kind of near Eaton Canyon. See, there's a bunch of people in there. But yeah, I'm gonna jog back, just go out the Pine Crest Gate and jog along the road. You can also get back on Altadena Crest, which I'm not going to do, but it kind of starts there and does its thing, a few switchbacks. But yeah, this was a good day. You know, I took it a little slow, and but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how all the footage comes out.